Alrighty. It's been, seems like forever that I have done anything in my Dylusion journal. And due to the fact I recently found this cool stamp on the marketplace, I want to use it. First, I'm going to do the background and then build up and figure out where this stamp came from. I know it's from one of my things. I'm going to do that too. So I think I'm going to do some stenciling and figure that out. So how is everybody? If anybody's watching me, if not, that's okay. No problems. So let's see. I think I'm going to use this. I think that looks pretty cool. I get it back in there. Come on. There we go. Oh, feels like forever since I touched these. Later. All right, so what color is that? Blue and that pink. Hi, Steph. So, let's see how the green looks. How are you today? Wakey. No more. I can play now. I got all my orders laid, emailed. I can sit back, relax, and have some fun. Okay. Enjoy the day. I don't have to do some laundry. I'm a day behind. I don't know what it is this week. Wednesday. I don't know. I should do my laundry on Wednesdays, and I don't know why I didn't. To be honest. No clue. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're gonna use, what is this? I can't read. Sour apple. Let's see how it works. Going through this. Might not show up, so we'll see. Wow, the stencil needs to be clean, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Too late now anyway, so it's really picking something up. So I'm going to roll with it. Don't sweat it, roll with it. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. I don't know what I said. I can't say. Hello. Steps back. Steps back. Steps back. Okay. I think that looks cool. Oh. Let me turn the cart here so I can get what I want. Let's see. I have all my Dylusions practically in one spot now. So I got my planner stamps in this. I have the images from my collage. Started cutting them out, so I was putting them in there. And here is more stencils. These are mostly people stencils. Some I haven't even used yet because I bought them and I just haven't done anything with them yet. Which I eventually will. More collage paper here that I haven't cut. I bought these at the Dollar Tree. They're nice. Work perfect. And this, I don't even have a label on. We're gonna label this because I'm not. Oh, it's like the little book. Ooh, we could use this. So let's see. We'll take that out. Let's see. And then it's like her planner stickers, kind of her die cuts. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna actually I just bought these from Donna that she had from her sale. I'm gonna stick them in there. Let's see. Or is this one? Small stencils. My small stencils that are Dylusion. Okay. I gotta get me a sticky. Gotta get me a label. I'm going to be using that. I hold my book for a second here. Okay. So I'm going to say die. Make sure I got this right. Yep. Die cuts. Die cuts. Planner. Stickers. There we go. Hey, if you want me to color you some stuff, let me know. I do that on my when you see hacks like that, that's me having one of those where I want to craft, but I don't know what to craft day, so I colored. And I didn't think I could sell them. And people was like, yeah, sell them. So I mean, they were all from the magazines I had. Them are all magazine stamps. So if you want me to do a set, I can do a set. It'll be like probably a week, 2 weeks before I get them done. But I could because I'll sit here and color. I love coloring, so. But yeah, that's where them came from. Them are all out of my magazines, which people don't, some people don't have. Yeah, I can get them done, and I'll let you know when I get them done. Oh, that's all with that book. Okay. When I get them done, I'll let you know. And if you don't want them then, somebody else will. But I thought, to the fact, not everybody buys those magazines. Why not? So that's why I colored extra. So I put this in here because this is from the magazine I bought, and it's Delusion and Ranger. But look at this. This is Diane Weekly. Tim Holtz. I don't know that one, but this is what I love. I love that they had her paper. So I put that in here. We're going to actually put that in this. Okay. There we go. Like I said, I have a Delusion cart. The only thing that's not in my Delusion cart is her paints and her pens, which are in a bag. Oh. Keep them up there. These don't peel off. There we go. That works. Okay. All right. Now we're going to build up the background. I did this. So I'm going to be using these. I just found these on the marketplace local by me for $4. I was like, oh yeah, gotta have it. We're going to use these today. Yep. She says Survivor, and I used her, I don't know, yesterday or day before. I think these are even retired. I didn't look them up. I just knew I didn't have them, and for $4, I wasn't letting that pass that up. So let's see what else is in this little thing. Why am I? Oh, use this. Oh, actually, we're going to have to use both. We're going to use that. And we're going to use them. And possibly them. I'll just leave this out here for some. And we're going to move the book. Because I'm going to, you know me, I never color with, I use alcohol markers 90% of the time in my book. So I'm going to put this over there. And I'm going to get my stamp. And I'm going to stamp these out. And I'm going to color. Color, 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 color. Okay. So nobody else is up and watching. Nobody else is chatting. That's all right. I'm okay. Get up. Me and Steph can have a party on its own. I'm all right with that. Party all night. Party all night. So I was too late to be able to send out everybody's packages today because I was an hour off. If I was an hour earlier, they'd have been able to be scheduled for pickup today. So everybody's packages will be going out on Saturday. Sorry about that. She ain't as dark as I like, so I'm just gonna turn her over. Stand for again. This time I'll stand up. Ugh. I am really surprised. I have never cracked the tip of my Tim Holtz mat from the pressure. Perfect. Now, what? I'm munching on cheddar cheese Pringles. Oh, that sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. We had steak and baked and fried potatoes last night. It's got cooked. My ass was dragging. We figure I was up, what was it? Like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock? I don't remember. I know I was up early. And I couldn't fall asleep. And then I think when I did fall asleep, when I decided to go lay down for a little bit, I got 20 minutes and Scott had to wake me up because the sale. So I really didn't. I was tired. And I was like hoping that I'd roll over today and it'd be like 8 o'clock, but nope. 2:30 on the dot. I had to get up to do Mother Nature calling. I'm like, Jesus, man. And the husband shut off the air conditioner, and I was sweating my butt off. Oh, that's all right. Just a little bit. No big there. Major. He said I gave him an attitude when I got out to the living room. I'm like, what the hell did you shut this off for? It was cold. Well, then put a freaking sweater on, I said. That's what he always tells me in the winter. Oh. Cool. Wow. Okay. And I'll make myself a new note. I am not having. I'm losing my mind this morning, guys. Alrighty. Okay, so stamp these out, and we're gonna color them. Pringles, 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 Pringles. Oh no. Okay. Alrighty. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm answering a question. Oh man, I tell you, this it's warm in the room. Okay, there's Sabrina. That's who I've been chit chatting. Bing, 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 bing. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. I thought I woke her because I messaged her. And I'm like, did I wake you? Look at what my father-in-law gave me, guys. This is so pretty. So, I don't know. He always donates money to all these little causes, Boys Club or something. Boys Town. The South Dakota I made of, blah, 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 I don't know which one this is from, but look at this pretty butterfly bag with a handle and a notepad. Look, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could find it. Wouldn't this be pretty paper? Nice little bag. And then a little notepad paper that matches. Yeah, see, Scott brought that in to me yesterday. I was like, oh, awesome. Awesome. I love getting those. Sorry, I'm getting my markers if you wonder what I'm doing. And I have to move stuff because I have a nasty habit of stacking at home. Oh, my pills have been looking for. Pills. So these are my pills I can take when I strain my back. And I'm looking for these. Ready? Will be 2 weeks tomorrow. Guess where they were? So mad because I could have used these. Hey, honey, me. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Damn, that hurts. Oh, okay, Steph. I'd rather get my goods, and then I'll talk to you about it later, Sabrina. Okay. So mad today. So mad. Now my back's feeling better. I don't need to take it. But I don't like taking. I have to be really, really hurting bad for me to take medication. So, and then look at what I discovered. Hand sanitizers. Things you forget to have. So the daughter's still not talking to me. I take it back. She called me yesterday. Okay. Miss Coda was all excited to tell me that he was making that sausage. All right, what am I doing? And no, Serena, it is up to you. There we go. Okay. I'm at my markers now. I want green. Let's see. I want this green. And I like this green. And I like that green. And there we go. Oh, I bought that shelf to hold my markers and I don't like it. Yeah, I'm not a happy camper. Because they keep falling out because they're too long. So I'm trying to come up with another solution to hold on my markers. I mean, I'll show you. You'll understand what I'm saying. I was all excited, and then I don't like it. That's how they look. So they hang over. I'll show you. Ah! See how they hang over? They all fall out all the time. It drives me absolutely crazy. So I gotta find a different solution. Oh, my neighbors. Okay. Alrighty. Oops, I got two markers I didn't want. Stay. They don't listen. Stay. Stay. Thank you. Like they answer me when I talk to them, you know. They do. Oh, I got the wrong one. I know. Because I said so. I think back of things my mom used to say to me. I had a friend. She wasn't actually really a friend of mine. She was my brother's girlfriend's sister. We were the same age, and she could do so much compared to me. And I remember saying to my mom, "Well, Jenny can do it." And my mom would say, "Well, I love you more than Jenny's mom does." And when I was 13 sitting at home, Jenny was out partying and drinking alcohol, you know? That's how it was. And now I think back, yeah, probably a good thing. Because, not that, well, it's kind of her fault, I guess. She had a beautiful daughter, engaged to be married, and she killed herself in a car accident from drinking. Not that, probably that her childhood probably proceeded to help her drink as an adult. I'm not saying it was right, but I guess because, I guess my mom kind of knew. No 14-year-old, 13, 15 should be up going to beer parties, as my mom would put it. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing her hair in a different color. Make it look like she had flames. And I just think back now to those You know, those wisdom words from your parents. Like at the time, you're like, Jesus. Here we go. Sorry, that comes sounding loud. The wisdom words of my mother now. And I'm thinking, how many times, still, how many times have I probably used them on my own child? You know? Okay. Probably used them a half a dozen times. Okay, so now I'm going to go with orange first or the red first. And then, yeah, we'll go red first into the orange. Okay, now put that down. Put that tip, put that down. Put that right there. Put that right there. Man, sniffles this morning, I tell you, sniffles. Sniffles today. Oh. Pub work nights all weekend. Anything new and exciting out in the world? Okay. 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 Hubby is picking his friend up after work tonight because he has to help on tomorrow, and then we need him to watch Little Man because I have to go get trained Monday. Rana's going to make me spaghetti and meatballs tonight for dinner. Ooh! I was going to make that the night before. And, Scott came in and asked me. I just woke up and I'm like, whatever you want, baby. Because I had hamburger, And, well, then he came with this hamburger helper meal, which we rarely eat hamburger helper meal. But I do have them. It's one of those fast meals that, once in a while they're good to use. And, and I always add to my hamburger helper meals. This one was like cheesy noodles, whatever. And I added carrots to it, green beans. It was really good. But I did make it. I said I meant to make the garlic bread, but it was so warm that I didn't want to run the oven because I still wanted to make garlic bread, and I did do it. I'm gonna save Spider-Man. Isn't he cool? It's a Kleenex box, so I'm just gonna break it down. I think it'd be cool to use. I'm not a big Spider-Man fan. Oh. Well, that is a cool image of him. Spider-Man on that side and him going on the building. Put that over there. Who knows? Okay, I'm gonna mute real quick. Well, that didn't help nothing. Yeah, Diamond does that. She pre-made ones, yeah. I was just gonna make spaghetti. I wasn't making meatballs. But yeah, I wanted spaghetti. I love spaghetti is one of my favorite meals. Okay. Now I have to remember what one I used first. I used the darkest one of the two. So I have to make sure yeah, that's the one I first did. So this one's the next one. Oh my god, my nose is just itchy. The man made a t-shirt's got him some. Yeah. I mean, he's a growing boy. I couldn't handle seeing boys with no belt on if their pants were falling off their hips. So I had a lady tell me in a grocery store once, Twistle, surprised and happy to see a young man that actually was wearing a belt when needed to. And I laughed because Tim, my foster son, would come over with all his buddies and their boxers hanging out, and he'd be like, "Hey, pull up your pants. My mom will not let you into her house." I asked the one kid, I said, "You realize what that means in prison?" And he's like, "What? That you're available?" What? I'm like, "Yeah. When you have your pants down below you and your butt is showing, your boxers are half showing, that means you're available in prison." Just, I said, "Are you practicing?" And then he came back a few days. I asked my uncle that. I said, "Why would you ask your uncle that? He in prison?" "No, he's a prison guard." And I said, "What'd he tell you?" He's like, "Yep, you're available." So his pants were on his hips then. And I laughed so hard. I laughed because he didn't believe me. I said, "You didn't believe me?" "No, I didn't believe you. My uncle's a prison guard, so I called him." Yeah. Never saw his boxers again. Look so stupid anyways. Alrighty. I like our flaming red hair. Funny. Yes, my kids always had more clothes than me. My husband has more clothes than me. And I'm the woman. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's cool. We'll start saving money that way, Sabrina. I remember Diamond calling me, rolling, just laughing. And I'm like, what is so funny? Sam was folding laundry. Okay. And he's folding and he's ran into the panty area, you know. And he's folding them and he's folding them. He's putting them in this pile. And Diamond walks through and says, he goes, honey, there's your pile. And Diamond starts going through and she puts it aside and she's putting them aside. And he's like, why are you putting those aside? And she goes, them aren't mine. Those are Leah's. Sam's like, ah! He realized his oldest daughter wore like Victoria's Secret little underwear and flipped out. Oh, that's so hard. When did she get these? She goes, when I took her shopping. She's not a little girl anymore. She doesn't wear Cinderella. He says, that's not cool. Yeah, he's Zach's age. I laughed so hard. She was just rolling when she called me and told me. She's like, Mom, oh my God. She goes, it was hilarious. Ooh, Jesus, so many times these markers are a bitch to get off. Okay, well, all right, let me grab it. They could be related, actually, Zach and Little Man. I forget Little Man's name. You told me to. Oops, wrong picture. Little Ron. That's right. He's a junior. Yeah. He's a junior. Okay, where? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I still have to find that book. Ugh. What you showed me. I gotta put that on my wish list. Come on, Messenger. Oh, stupid Messenger. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, we talk as much as Sabrina and I do. There he is. Okay, we're going to forward to Doom. No, there we go. Yeah. They could pass for cousins. I had to look twice when you sent me that picture because I thought maybe it was Zach. My candy stash. I found it the other day. I hid that when the grandkids were here a month ago. So I didn't have to share my chocolates. I share enough with them once in a while, man. I have to have her own. I like these baskets I found at the Dollar Tree. They're really quality made. Oh, it's excess out of my way, man. Sabrina, can I send her a picture of Zach? Right. Let's see. He's such adorable. I like kids. Okay. I'm trying to find a current one off your Facebook. Or recent one. Let's see. Photos. Oh, that's last year's birthday, or isn't it? Let's see. Okay. Well, let's see. Do you have a more recent one? What was this last year's birthday, I think? Or no, that's 2017. Man, that's a while ago. Let's see. Yeah, I'm only seeing like 2 years ago. Do you have a recent one, Sabrina? We all should gab someday on Messenger, the three of us. We'd have a blast. I could listen to you guys talk about your children, and I can give the older advice, but you're going to get your hands full when they're like 16. I feel really weird that I'm the grandma, the nana of this group, but that I have grandchildren the same age as your children. And I'm 49. I must have started parenthood early. Well, I was a mother at 18 or 19, so I was a young mom. I had my second child by the time I was 24. 25. I actually had my 25th birthday. I was pregnant. Xavier wouldn't be here if he would have came. Well, he was. I laughed because Xavier always teases Diamond because Diamond was my surprise. I was on birth control when I got pregnant with Diamond. I want to talk about a reality check, like, damn. And I remember saying to the doctor, how am I pregnant? Girl, I'm 48. Yeah. So you had your child later in life. Yeah. Where had my child early. So now we have grandkids because my oldest grandchild is 11. Well, my oldest biological grandchild is not going to be 11 years old. It's hard to believe. But I remember when I found out I was pregnant with Diamond, I'm like, it's impossible. You better run that test again. And she goes, no. I'm like, I'm on the birth control. I don't miss that pill. And she says to me, how long have you been on this pill? And I said, I was put on birth control. I wasn't put on birth control because I was having sex at 16. I was put on birth control because of my menstrual cycle was so messed up. Okay. Well, they didn't tell me that your body, after a certain period, can get immune to the birth control if you take it the same one for too many years. Did you ever know that? I did not know that. Surprise! I have a bouncing baby girl. Well, then I got the Norplantin. Big mistake. Big. Messed up my whole body. So, told Scott, they have to, yep. I couldn't go on any birth control for till a year because my body was so messed up that we had to get my body back to being functioning. Okay, so well, wrap it. Well, one night out by a bonfire, he looked really tempting, and 9 months later, we have Xavier. And the thing is I already was going to have a tubal because I said if I didn't have another child by the time I was 25, I wasn't going to have any more children. And I thought I was pregnant in August when I was 24. So I have 2 children. But so I told Xavier, you were more planned than anything, more than your sister, because you weren't such a surprise. Because me, I'm like, Scott, I remember the night afterwards. I'm like, no, I did the double shot for your sister. Yeah. See, they didn't have that back in my day when I was like 24, or I would have did that. But I got that stupid Norplant in my arm, and oh God, it was bad. And I had such trouble with that. It messed up my whole system. But I remember the next day, I said to Scott, I said, did you put a condom on last night? And he goes, because we were kind of enjoying, we were up north at the cottage, the moonlight, the fire crackling. We were up, laying on a blanket, watching the stars, looking up at the sky by ourselves. And, one thing led to another. And he goes, I don't think so. And I went, well, maybe we'll be good. I said, maybe, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. First time that we didn't use a condom, I get pregnant. I remember telling him, and he goes, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah. Because we didn't plan, Scott and I, we weren't going to have any children. If we wanted to get married, and then we'd discuss the children thing. But he knew I didn't want a lot of years between my daughter and another child. Because my brother and I are almost 6 years apart, and we hated each other as kids. And I didn't want that. Well, we were engaged to be married. Well, I was planning my wedding when I found out I was pregnant. But I was like, I am not being a pregnant bride. It ain't happening. So I had my baby first, and then I got married. I did not want to be a pregnant bride. And I wasn't. Both my kids were at my wedding. They were in his little sailor suit. I didn't buy him a little tux because it was too damn expensive. But I found the cutest little sailor suit for him to wear at our wedding. He's so damn cute. So cute. Mommy was the little bride. My nephew was the ring bearer. Who went walked down the aisle? So I got walked down the aisle by my mom, my dad, and my nephew, because my little ring bearer refused. After he entered the church and saw the people, he wouldn't go down the aisle. So he walked down the aisle with my mom and me. He always thought that was funny because he's like, I gave my aunt away. Zach is Sabrina's miracle child, too. You guys have that in common. Diamond's actually a miracle baby, too. You think about it, because I almost lost her twice. I was bedridden with her. I was so sick in both my pregnancies. God, I was so sick. I didn't gain weight with my pregnancies. I lost weight. I mean, I popped out a tooth in my pregnancy in labor. That's how bad my body was with my pregnancies. It's like my doctor told me if I got pregnant after my son, he thinks my body wouldn't handle it, that it would kill me and the baby, that he advised me not to have another child because it was so bad, both my pregnancies. So I got my tubes tied the same day my son was born. Well, I laugh because my mom said that both my kids equaled what I weighed, and my kids were, Diamond was 5 pounds, 18 ounces, 18 and a half inches long. Xavier was 5 pounds, 19 ounces, 19 inches long. Okay. My mom was like, both your kids equaled what you. I was a 10-pound baby. My brother was 11 pounds. Can you imagine that? Ooh. I can't even imagine having a baby, a 10-pound baby, 11-pound baby. And no wonder I look so chunky in my pictures. I had a big wedding. I had a church wedding, a reception. But up to the wedding date, my dad was a dickhead. I remember looking at Scott one day saying, let's just go to the courthouse and get it done. Because my dad didn't want to help pay for my wedding. And my mom wouldn't let him get away with that, guilt tripping me. She knew that. He said to her, you'll pay for your other daughter's wedding day someday, but you won't pay for this one. Yeah, that's what my dad was. You know what my dad said to me on my wedding day? I don't know why the hell you want to get married anyway. It should be divorced in 5 years. So every year on my anniversary, you guys, this is funny. I send my dad an anniversary card on my anniversary. And inside of it, I always put the year. Like this year, it's 24. And I figured this out the other day. 15. Oops, look at this. 15 plus. I think 11 they were married. My dad's marriage to my mom was, let's see, I can figure this out. Okay, 1981. That's okay. God, I can't remember. Okay, I can't figure this out. 29 minus 30, 9 equals 10. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, so 1966 minus 1980. Him and my mom were married 15 years. 15 years plus 9 years with my stepmother. 2 marriages only lasted total of 24 years between 2 marriages. 1 marriage, 24 years this year. And I remember when I hit the 16-year marker, the marriage with, or the 9-year marker, I sent him an anniversary card. Happy anniversary, 9 years. Love, Tina. I made it, or no, 10 years. I was 10 years married. 1 year more than your second marriage, I went. Okay. Because the second marriage only lasted 9 years. And then when it hit the 16-year marker with Scott and I sent him a card. Happy anniversary, 16 years marriage, 1 year more than you and mom. Yep. And now this year, 25-year marriage. I send him a card every year on my anniversary. 25-year, I'm going to say, yep, made 25 years. 1 year more than both your marriages. Because he's always been against me. Yep. He asked me, why do you send me an anniversary card? Because I said, he does. I'm like, do you even remember what you said on my wedding day, Dad? I said, the girls look forward to your fathers coming in and saying, oh, you're the most beautiful bride, which I heard him say to my sister on her wedding day. He never said on mine. That's very hurtful. And he told me it was different. I said, how is it different? 97. And I said, how is it different? I'm still your daughter. It was a different relationship. It doesn't matter. I said, you just don't do that to your children. You don't do that. But well, I send them a card every year to remind them. I'm like, you hurt me, Dad. You made me cry. One of his exact words, why do you want to get married? I'm in the church. I'm in the part of the church with my wedding dress on. My hair's done up. Immaculate. I look like the most beautiful woman in the entire world, And he comes into me, instead of saying, oh, you look so beautiful, Tina, he says to me, what the F do you want to get married for? You still can change your mind. He didn't want to be there. He had a bitch fit because he had to rent the tux for my wedding and all that. And then he walked away, and I started crying and wrecked my makeup. I had my girlfriend's friend who did professional makeup did my makeup for me as like a gift. It was a bridal shower gift from my girlfriend, my best friend Dana, from her friend, and all my bridesmaids are not in there with me. My best friend Dana comes back in, and I am crying. My makeup's ruined, and my brother comes around the corner and sees my girlfriend Dana ready hauling ass down the hallway. And he goes, what are you up to? She goes, I'm going to go kill your dad. And he goes, well, what? She proceeded to tell him. And he's like, no, hang on. Where's my sister? And you have to understand, my brother and I did not have the best relationship growing up. And he came into the bathroom where I'm getting calmed down. I remember the gal that was doing my makeup kept on saying to me, take deep breaths. Come on, let's get this. You're marrying the man of your dreams. Don't worry about your dad. Just let's take some deep breaths. Got myself calmed down. She redid my makeup. And my brother comes in and he looks at me and he says, Tina? I'm like, what? He goes, don't let that man ruin your day. He goes, you are the most beautiful woman today. He goes, And for having my brother tell me that meant the world to me. He says, "Don't let Dad do that to you." And he wiped my tear off my cheek. So I was still crying. But you want to see? I found out a couple years later, my mom, when she found that out, she took my dad outside and jacked him a new ass. And told him if he didn't want to present himself as a proper dad, he could leave. I could tell there was tension with my parents when came to walking me down that. Because see, I didn't want my grandfather was supposed to walk me down the aisle, and my dad knew that. I told my dad straight out, "You're not walking me down the aisle." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You're not walking me down the aisle. Grandpa is." Well, my grandpa died a year before. Sometimes I regret that because he would have been alive if I'd have been a pregnant bride. But I put my wedding off a year and had a baby. He would have been alive. But life happens, you know? So my dad knew I didn't want him walking me down the aisle. I had no intention for that man to walk me down the aisle. Because he gave me away a long time ago, in my opinion. So I told my mom, after my grandpa passed away, and I said to my mom, I said, "I want you to walk me down the aisle." And she goes, "What?" I said, "I want you to walk me down the aisle." And she goes, "You should have your dad." And I'm like, "No." She had to argue with me. That was the only disagreement me and my mom had about my wedding. And I said, "Okay, how's this? You walk me down the aisle, and he walks me down the aisle. If you don't walk down the aisle with me, then I walk down the aisle by myself." So my mom and my dad walked me down the aisle. I didn't want that man to walk me down the aisle. There's no relationship there. Never has been. Not since I was probably 8 years old. And if my brother wasn't in my wedding party, and I could have switched it up a little bit, I would have had my brother walk me down the aisle. But yeah. So the day of my sister's wedding, I wasn't even part of her wedding party. My sister was in my wedding. I wasn't good enough to be in her wedding. And my dad starts bawling his eyes out and tells my sister she was the most beautiful woman in the world. And then he looks over at me, and I just shake my head. And he said to me later, "What?" As Chrissy went somewhere else. And I'm like, "Nothing." "Well, she is beautiful today." I'm like, "Yeah, and so was I." "Yep. On my day," I said. And I said, "Did you tell Chrissy what the F does she want to get married for?" "No." I'm like, "Well, that's what you said to me on my day. Don't you think you should go tell her that?" I was a bitch. We didn't stay long at my sister's wedding. Because when we got to the reception, they had seating, signed seatings. All here if your husband's family was up front. Aunts and uncles were up front. Or like the wedding party. And it was his family. My dad's siblings. Mary Ann's an only child. And me and my family were way back in the back of the room. And I was ready to leave, but I remember Scott saying, "Hey, let's just eat and then we'll go." And he goes, "I'm hungry. It's been a long day." So we ate, and I went to my sister and I said, "We're leaving." She goes, "What, already?" I'm like, "You don't want me here anyways." "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm your family. My kids are your nieces and nephews. Your niece and your nephew." I said, "Your whole family was up front. Why was I stuck in the back? And I'm your sister. I would have probably came before your aunt and uncles." "Oh, Jose." And I'm like, "Don't blame your husband." So I left. I didn't even stay through my sister's reception. Yep. And then I did her flowers. She bought the stuff and I did her flowers. Her boutonnieres, her bridal bouquets. The day of the wedding, they got fresh flowers. Everybody had their corsages, right? Fresh roses, corsages. And I got the fake one the fake flowers that I made. I wasn't included. I knew that was the first time I should have went home. I already said that. I remember thinking I should have just left then at the church. Should have just left. You know. I would never treat any of my stepchildren. I don't even treat my step granddaughter different than my regular grandchildren, my biological grandchildren. You don't do that. But that's how my sister was raised, with how her mother made the life that we have. We don't have a relationship. We've never had. And I told her once when we were talking, I said, you can blame our parents, your parents, for how our relationship. She goes, how can you say that? I said, because they are the ones that created this relationship we have. I said, Dad was supposed to come and get me every other weekend. She goes, yeah. And I said, and have me in the summer. She goes, yeah. I said, was I ever spent the summer with you? She goes, no. I said, exactly. Your mother won't allow it. Yep. I said, you don't know how it is to feel that little girl having her bags packed for a weekend to go to her daddy's, looking out the window wondering why didn't he come and get me. So I blame your parents why we don't have a close relationship. We can blame them. And I said, and I've tried to improve the relationship as an adult. No, she has never. She tries to guilt trip me now because I walked away like 3 years ago. I couldn't do it anymore. When I found out the last time my dad was in the hospital that my his ex-wife now, but there's a weird relationship. They still live together, but they're divorced. Put down in my dad's medical chart that he only had one living child, and I was gone, deceased. That was the final moment. And when he didn't think that was a big deal, that was it. So I said, I guess I'm dead, Dia. And I haven't spoke to him since. I waited till at least I had a nice respect enough to wait till his ass was out of the hospital and well enough to have that conversation with him. Yep, I'm dead. No, that's what one living child, and it was my sister's names down there, not me. If it wasn't for the doctor knowing who I was for my dad's previous illness, I wouldn't have been able to see my dad or know what was going on with him. I wasn't even allowed in the room because he was in ICU. Yep. Yep. I'm sorry, I got on this subject. I don't even know how I got on this subject. I get boring. I know. Okay, what color do I want them? Let's go this other orange. Let's see. What's everybody's plans for this weekend? I have none. The hubby works all weekend. I know Sabrina's going up to the camper. I could go to a birthday party on Saturday, but I really don't want to. It's a kid's birthday party. Hi, Clint. My sister and I aren't on speaking terms. And when my mom passes away, because she's battling cancer again, my sister will not have anyone because I have already vowed we will never speak again. She made her bed, she can lie in it. Ooh. Yep. I've tried. I just woke up when 3 years ago, because my brother passed away. Okay, I have a half sister and a full blooded brother, and when my brother passed away, we were 5 years apart. It changes a person, and then when you go to the hospital because your dad is really sick and maybe dying. And you get there and they tell you you can't go in there because you're not listed as next of kin. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm his oldest child. And the nurse is reading my dad's work and he said, it states here he had 2 previous children, but they're deceased. And I thought, okay, maybe it's a glitch. And I said, my brother is, but I'm not. She goes, well, we just updated your Mr. Strum's file when he was admitted yesterday. My dad was in the hospital for almost 24 hours before I was even told, for one. And I said to her, who updated this? And she says, his wife. And I said, he doesn't have a wife. And she goes, well, Marianne Strum. I said, which is his ex-wife. And then he goes, yeah, but she has power of attorney. My dad signed every power of attorney over to his ex-wife. So I'm like, what can I do legally? She goes, not much. And I started crying because I've always wanted a relationship with my dad. I've always tried. Well, my dad's doctor shows up, and my dad, and from 3 years or 2 years prior to this, my dad got ran over by a tractor, and I dealt with that. So my dad's doctor knew him. He's like, well, hi, Tina, how are you? I said, not good. And he's like, what do you mean not good? And so I proceeded to tell him. And he's like, this is not right. So he went in the room by my dad, proceeded to tell my dad. And my dad's like, allow my daughter in here. He had no clue. So I came in and my dad's like, I don't know. There must be some mistake. And he told the nurse, I don't know. I want my daughter to be able to come to see me. But yeah, but he never believed that it was Marianne that did it. He always blamed the hospital. My dad doesn't see the reality. She does no wrong. It could be in black and white, right there, like the nurse showed him. Nope, the hospital had to do it. And after he was well enough, because I went and got a copy of it, because then she redid the paperwork. Because see, I was on all my dad's paperwork where I could go to the doctors at town because they have those fibulas or whatever the hell it's called. He filled that out. And the thing is, he filled that out and it didn't expire yet. So I still had that little bit. So I was able to get this paperwork. And I showed him when he got out of the hospital. And he did not think it mattered. And I'm like, it doesn't matter that I'm dead? I said, when are you going to stand up for me? I said, it'd be nice once in your life, Dad, that you would put her in her place when it comes to me. That's all I'm asking. He wouldn't do it. Nope, refused to do it. So I looked at him. I said, get the hell out of my driveway. I don't want to ever see you again. I want nothing to do with you. I said, I'm already dead according to your medical records anyway, so we might as well just play like I am and leave me alone. I'm better off. And that's the last time I had a conversation with my dad was 3 years ago, and it was about that. Because I'm like, you already lost a son. You know how it feels to have a dead child. when you have one living, you have two living, but only one matters to you, and the other one is put down in medical records that she's deceased too. You don't think there's something wrong with that? Nope. And I'm like, okay, then. I see where I stand in your life. So get the hell out of mine. Because I'm dead. Oh, don't be like that. I'm like, no, go away. And you know what? I remember calling my therapist for my grief. And I went and saw her. And I said, you know what? She's like, what, Tina? I said, I feel relieved. Because I usually tried to respect my dad. I never really got in, I always backed down. When I wanted to say something, I'd back down. And I remember telling her, God, I should have did this years ago because it was such a weight. I quit trying to be daddy's little girl. It's the best way I can. Trying to get to be daddy's little girl. To have that relationship with him. And, yep. And my husband said, my whole product changed. I didn't, my society went down, so I couldn't tell you. What do you, my sister's like, don't you even worry about him? Like, you don't worry about me. He never has. Why should I have why should I worry about him? She always tries to guilt trip me. I'm like, he's got you. I'm like, have fun with him. Have fun. I knew a friend of mine told me she saw him at the clinic not long ago. And she asked him about me, and he's like, I couldn't tell you what she's doing. She want nothing to do with me. I'm like, no, don't. And I laughed because my friend goes, well, I think that started with you when you didn't want anything to do with her when she was a kid. She finally just gave you your taste of your own medicine. She said, yeah, he didn't like that. My brother is 15 years apart from me. Wow. My sister and I are 10. She's 39, I'm 49. Here's my markers. And she's spoiled. Very selfish. And very selfish. Yep. Because she told me straight up a few years ago, I didn't deserve anything when my dad, because they're like vultures. I swear to God, when my dad was sick, it's like there were vultures waiting to see if he was still breathing. And I watched them. Because they're running scared. Because I told my husband, I came back, Scott was in a car when I was upstairs visiting. And I said, they're like vultures looking over at him, seeing if he's still breathing, because wow, they won't have to deal with him anymore. And they'll have everything that he owns. Except the attorney told me he better leave me something. You can't dissolve the state of Wisconsin and leave the estate to only one child. You have to leave something to all your children. So we'll see how this is going to fall. I could care less. I told Scott, I don't care. I think I'd do it just to make a point. But I said, I don't want anything from that. You know what I want? My brother's ashes and my grandfather's flag that was on his coffin. My dad's got it. So my dad was the oldest son. That's what I want. Yep. I don't want anything that was my dad's. So, matter of fact, I made a comment to Diamond. I said, you know what? I want to go up to Michigan. She goes, Grandpa Rogers? I said, yeah, I want to go get my brother. She's like, you want to go get Uncle Timmy? I'm like, yeah. I'm so scared. This is what it is. Because my dad, when my brother passed away, it was shocking. My dad said I could come up, me and my mom could come up when we were ready to go through my brother's things. Okay? My brother died in May. Memorial Day weekend, matter of fact. Wow, I just remembered that. I didn't even realize that this year. But, so it was maybe 2 weeks after my brother passed away. And we drove up to Michigan, my mother and I, my mom and I. We got up there. My dad did not go up to my brother's room in all that time that my brother, those 2 weeks or whatever, 10 days, whatever it was. It wasn't that long. And we opened my brother's bedroom door, and all my brother's stuff is thrown in garbage bags. Big black trash bags. Didn't matter what it is. And I remember looking at my dad going, who in the hell did this? I don't know, he says. My mom goes, who in the hell do you think did this? So me and my mom started going through these trash bags of my brother's stuff. Handprint that my nephew did, and plaster was broken in half. My brother's model cars. My brother loved doing model cars. They were just tossed in it. They didn't care. Yep. And I thought, yeah, they treated my brother like trash when he was alive, and after his death, they threw him out in the garbage. And my dad has my brother's ashes, and I'm so scared once my dad passes away that they'll throw my brother's ashes out like garbage too. And I regret taking my ashes to my brother, because I had my brother's ashes, and I regret putting my brother's ashes on the fire mantle in my dad's house. So I didn't feel comfortable. My brother wanted to be in the lake, and my dad wouldn't let me put him in the lake. And I regret doing that, because now I live in the fear that once my dad passes away, they'll throw out my brother's ashes and I won't get them. So I made a comment to Diamond, I think I'm going to go get my brother. She goes, okay, let me know when you want me to go. I said, yep, I think I'm going to go get my brother, and I'm going to I'm going to take him home, or I'm going to put him in a lake like you wanted to. It's been 16 years. And 15 years, 16 years, something like that. I'd have to look. And I said, I'm done. She's like, let me know when you want to go up there, Mom. I'll drive you. I'm like, okay. And I'm not going to let him know I'm coming. I'm just going to go and go get my brother. Because that is my biggest fear. And then I won't have, then it's done. And then when my dad passes away, because I have no intention of going to my dad's funeral, I don't have to have anything to do with him ever again. I did tell my sister that he better be on that fire mantle after Dad passes away, and because I will sue your and your mother's asses for everything you got if he disappears. That's what my dad's value is to me, is my brother's ashes. So he better be where he is. But I'm so scared about that. Already. Really scared that they're going to do something to mine. Because they're cruel. My stepmother's a cruel, hateful woman. And that's not child talk. Not a child talking. Because, she is my ex-stepmother. That is an adult talking. She's conniving. I laughed so hard. She brought this piece of paper over, and she tried to tell me it wasn't a letter from an attorney that needed my signature. And I read it, and I'm like, and because I don't know what it is. I have no idea if my dad has a will or what was going on. But she wanted me to sign this paperwork, basically signing off anything, rights to anything my dad may have or may own upon his death. And there was stuff listed that my dad supposedly said I was going to get, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not signing this until I go speak to an jury. And I went to keep the piece of paper, which she told me came from my dad's attorney. But it never had an attorney letterhead on it with the address or anything. So I knew it wasn't from an attorney. She ripped that right out of my fingers real quick. And she got pissed off that she left. So when I told my dad about it, he didn't believe me that she did that. Yep, I'm lying. Yep, she was trying to pull a fast one. That's how conniving she is. I'll never forget that. I'm like, I don't sign anything legal unless I have an attorney look at it. So you can leave that with me, and I'll get a hold of Scott's parents' attorney in the next few days. And I said, and I'll have him read this through me and see what we're supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. So I think she knows that my dad can't leave everything just to my sister, even if we're in even if we don't talk, estranged or whatever, he still has to leave me something. And I'm like, I don't care. But I think it'd be funny if in the end they didn't get squat. Because the thing is my dad signed his property over to my sister and her mother the Thursday after my brother's funeral. Yeah. Which will not look good in a court's eyes, because he was not, they would say, in his right state of mind when he did it. It's going to know what my attorney told me. Yeah. But like I said, I don't. They're going to have that trunk of property. I don't care. That's all he owns. He doesn't even own it anymore. I'll be right back. Oh. Alrighty, so what's everybody doing this weekend? All right. Let's get on a happier subject. What's everybody going to be doing for 4th of July? Excuse me. So, this is. Okay, hang on. I got to answer a question real quick. I think we'll get it. I'm sorry, people. Shipping's not cheap. $2. Make sure my what am I doing? Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta put this back. I'm feeling she's gonna cancel. That's not my fault. You know, I went by weight. I'm sorry. Well, they canceled the 4th of July here. Right, because I'm not a damn robot. Oh. Select all bridges. Choose a spoon. Hold on. That's a bridge. That's a bridge. That's a bridge. All the stupid stuff they do these days, I tell you. Okay. Ugh. And a dog, my Nini cat, and your dog, and your Nini cat. We're going out to Diamonds. Diamond's neighbor, I bet you he spends $1,000 on fireworks. So we're gonna go out there, and I don't even know if Scott works. So if Scott works, I'd probably stay at home. But the city of Green Bay are. I laugh because COVID's supposed to be okay. You get your vaccine and things are supposed to go back to normal, but the city of Green Bay aren't. The activities haven't changed. You know, no fireworks. I mean, this year's fireworks should be 2 years worth of fireworks because tax dollars cover that. So I want to, like I said, Scott, I'm one of these. I want to know what they did with the money for last year's fireworks. Should be a big one to this year. You know what I mean? Because I laugh because you look on property taxes and you can see percentage going toward City of Green Bay's fireworks. It's really funny. So that means last year's and this year's should be put together. So that fireworks show should be phenomenal. Instead of 45 minutes long, should be 2 hours long. Scott told me I was funny. I'm just saying. Well, I'm my cat's best friend now, since now she's on a diet of soft food every other day, and I'm the one that gives her to her. She loves me now. Before she wouldn't have much to do with me. Now she loves me. Plus, she thinks Scott put her in the cone of shame. As we refer to it, the cone of shame. She runs up, but she runs up on's butt all the time. She sits. That's what Lucy does. She's at Scott's cat. She's always in Scott's lap. Only time she knows I exist is when I'm horizontal in bed. But Scott says it's because I'm too active during the day. I don't sit where she could be in my lap long enough. Like, I'm always in here, and I'm always putzing. I'm always getting up to do something. So where he's steady in his computer chair watching movie on his laptop or something, she can sit there longer, where versus me, I don't sit long. That's why she's always with me. When I go to sleep, my cat's, she's in with me. She'll literally be in Scott's lap, and she'll realize that I am like in the bedroom going to go sleep or something, and she'll be down there. Yep, she's on it. Oh. She's in the bed with me. Oh, Wow, I couldn't get over the delay during the sale yesterday. My Lord, YouTube, step it up. I was like, damn. I felt so bad. It was terrible. Oh, I know where everybody is. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. At 18 new subscribers last month. That's cool. We probably lost about 10. Game, and then it takes them away. how that works. Let's see. We're going to give her a pink skirt. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and her boots are going to be the same color as her skirt. What the hell? Ooh. Okay. And her dots are going to be green. Oh, really? Oh. Oh. Okay. That wasn't the one I used right here. This is the one I used. Okay. Animals are finicky, I tell you. One day they can love you, and the next day they won't go near you. Oh, man. Excuse me. Or you'll get a neighbor's dog that escapes to get near you. I can't handle pet owners that have dogs and they like just exist, especially dogs. 'Cause dogs need to be cared for, played with. Not that cats don't, but it's a different kind of because The guy behind me, they have, and I think they're like golden retrievers. They have two of them. One's a puppy, and one's the adult. And Daisy, I think her name's Daisy, keeps escaping every time I go in the backyard. And, I give her loving and I talk to her and I pet her. And I never see them like outside. We have 5 very clean cats. I never see them like outside throw a ball to their dog or anything. They just bring them out, put them in a fenced area, and that's it. And I just think, why have a dog if you don't, play with them or do something? You know what I mean? I mean, Diamond's dog Zeus and Athena, they're the most spoiled. They're like the other 2 kids and the other 2 good kids in the family. Diamond and Zeus are taking a course because she wants to get him better leash train. And where Athena, when they got Athena, she was a puppy. Zeus wandered in some friend of Diamond's yard, and he put signs up, and nobody claimed him. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be up. I will check them out. So they don't think he ever was on a leash because he doesn't like leashes. So Diamond, when they were on their vacation, they went to the, I call it doggy babysitter daycare or whatever. And she was telling the lady there, and they're like, you know what, you should take the course with him. We can, because she's noticed they must have kind of tried to teach him a little bit. And they're like, and you come here and we can work with him steady. We can get him leash trained. Where Athena, she's more leash trained and she'll fetch for you. Where Zeus doesn't want to fetch either. He's like, nope, I ain't doing it. But Diamond constantly tries. He'll take it away from Athena. Any toy Athena has, it's funny. It's like the sibling rivalry with the dogs. So Diamond said they're gonna, once, because Sam just started working again. Once to catch up a little bit, she's gonna take this doggy course. So with Zeus, so that they can get him leash trained a little bit better, because they've tried. But there's, I guess, different techniques. But they don't think he ever was on a leash. Or not a leash to walk. They put him out on a leash to do his duty and everything. But they don't think he was ever walked. Diamond likes taking her dogs out for walks. Sam has to control them. And when they take the dogs out for walks. I mean, this is she takes her dog to Petco to celebrate their birthdays. That's how my daughter's dogs are treated. I laugh so hard. There's a video up where she let him pick a toy out because it was the dog's birthday. It was Zena's birthday. She did it with Zeus too, and I love, because they don't know when Zeus was born, so his birthday is the day they got him. But I laugh because I buy them things. I buy the dogs Christmas presents like I buy my grandkids. And they always expect a treat from Scott. It's funny. They're like, where's the jerky, Grandpa? Where's the jerky, Papa? So Scott always has to give him jerky. And I laugh because if Coda calls me, Zeus will whine. He'll hear me on Messenger. And he will whine at Coda's door so he can come in and talk to me. And he howls. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then I talk to him and then he disappears. It's funny. I should video it. It's funny. Because I'll be like, Zeus, Zeus, what's up, Zeus? And he'll be like, rah, 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 rah. Because that one day I was on with Diamond, she's like, oh my God, that kid. She's like, how'd she say that? What the hell is up with that damn dog? So she opened the door of her bedroom, and he jumped right on the bed and started howling and not a loud bark, like whoa, 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 to me. He saw me on Messenger. That's how we discovered it was because he could hear my voice. I think it's funny. I have one pet, and that's Lucy. We don't want no other ones. We thought about getting a dog, me and Scott, but then we were like, I don't want the responsibility. Then I'd have to find somebody to watch it if I want to go somewhere for a weekend, It's not like, so I'm like, nah, I don't want a dog. I do miss like going outside and throwing a ball with a dog. I'll admit that, but I don't want the responsibility anymore. Been there, done that. Happy with my cat and the hubby. But I was really worried about her when she got sick, though. But she seems fine now. I got her a vet appointment made. I think it's in. They'll send me a phone call reminder. Because my vet retired, so I had to find a new vet, and there was no opening. God, I'm like, wow, I couldn't get an opening for her to go see a vet for almost 2 months. So it's like 2 months from now she goes to the vet, unless they have a cancellation, and then they'll go up the list. But I was like, damn. Well, 2 months. It was like August or September she goes to the vet. Oh, I grabbed the same blue as the shoes. Don't want to do that. Oh. So I will color her shoes different. I'll make them darker blue. I don't know what the hell this thing is he's standing on, but it's going to be blue as the base of the phone. I'll just make his shoes darker. Looks better. All right, what color do we want to go around that? Let's go green. Go darker green around him. And then it should, yeah, don't like that either. Fix that. Look at purple. So when I do these little images, I don't do a lot of shadowing or anything. You know what I mean? So when I do other ones, I do the tinting and the shadowing and all that. There's no need on this. No need. Just basic coloring. There we go. I didn't miss much. Not much. Explaining it. I can't. I mean, I got a question on the shipping price, the total, and I'm like, I can't help the shipping. I'm sorry, that's not on me. I mean, shipping these days, and I feel bad, but I mean, you know, sorry, your order is only for $2 and your shipping's more than what you ordered. I can't help that, you know. Shipping's not cheap these days. And I did it by weight, and it's still, you know. So I have a feeling that that one is going to cancel and whatever. I just won't let, you know, what can I do? And the thing is, you can't just put it in a package and stick 5 stamps on it. You're going to get nailed when they deliver it to your house. I tried that. I had to bring it back in. They wouldn't let me get away with it. I had to weigh it, or I had to take it to the post office. When I had some stuff that was, I thought, oh, I can put this in a pack, you know, an envelope and mail it out with a couple stamps. Nope, they are really getting choosy because it was a little bulky, you know, so it wasn't classified a flat letter. When your how the postmaster told me that letters for a postage stamp are not supposed to be bulky. They are supposed to be flat for 55-cent postage. Yep. Yep. My mailman handed it right back to me and told me he couldn't accept it because he told me that I had to get it weighed. And when I weighed it, it cost $1.50. Yep. And I ate that. Because I thought, oh, that should be only cost a stamp. Nope. Yep. So they're getting really tight on it. That's what I'm dealing with. PayPal shipping, but stamps.com, they're the same. You get the same discount. Me and Bima, like pirate shipping, Bima has pirate shipping, Sabrina has pirate shipping, and we were comparing prices. It's all the same. Doesn't matter. It's all the same. The discount's the same. The weight, price, it's all the same. Yeah. That's all. It doesn't matter. And stamps.com is actually US postage. I found that out yesterday. Yep. It's just another form of USP. Yep. I use PayPal. And I weigh everything. And I charge you exactly what they charge me. I don't add anything. Except for the priority and the discount. It's not worth even fighting. It's like a quarter. So it costs me, see, a large rate envelope right now is $21.90. When I shipped out or made Sabrina's address label this morning for a large flat rate, I paid $21. I think it was $21.60. It wasn't much difference because it wasn't. It's like a 20 cents difference, if that. Yeah, I have to go back and look, but it's not that much of a difference using. Or $20.90. I think I saved $1. Yeah, but pirate shipping and PayPal shipping have this. That's Sabrina's got pirate shipping, and we were comparing, and so does Bima, and we were comparing prices, and it's the same as me going through PayPal shipping. It's a discount. You're only getting, okay, you're getting this, I'm getting the same discount if I went stamps.com or pirate shipping as the post office allows. They don't, that's what the discount they get. And stamps.com charges a monthly fee, and they're making money off a discount that you can get if you do it yourself with PayPal shipping or pirate shipping. Yeah. Because it's only with the post office. So, because me and Sabrina were figuring, or me and Bima figured that out. She goes pirate shipping. Her discount for shipping is by weight is no different than mine on PayPal. It's just the same discount that they give PayPal. And I got my PayPal set up, so I'll just leave it there. It's less of a headache. Because she's like, you should switch to pirate shipping. And pirate shipping does screw up. Ask Sabrina. Because pirate, I don't know if Sabrina's still in here. She found that out a couple sales ago. That they tried to give her a better discount or a discount. And then when she got to the post office, she had to make up the price because pirate screwed up. Yep. Where mine is directly through PayPal with the post office. So, and they charge me just like they charge Serena. When she went to drop off the packages at the post office, they redid it all. And it cost Serena money that shouldn't have cost her doing pirate shipping at home. Yeah. She was telling me about it. And that's we're gonna stick that one right there. And then she's gonna go right here. And then I'm gonna do this one coming down. Yeah. Because I thought, well, if I can save more money, maybe for this person buying, I'll go through pirate. But there was no savings. It's the same as this savings. Ew. It's the same discount. And there's really no discount when it comes to the weight. The only discount you get is the packaging. The priority. You'll get a discount. The weight is the same. If I took a package to my post office and they weighed it $5 more. I can take that padded package, like say yours, Stephanie. I can take it to the post office right now. They'll weigh it. It'll be the same amount that you paid for shipping. The only discount you get is when it's the priority. All right, because my printer quit working. I went to my father-in-law's. Everybody paid by my figures. And I was like, okay, if it costs me, it costs me. So, but it didn't cost me any money when I went to the post office because guess what? The weight was the same price as the post office. That's how I knew my scale was right on. So you get no discount in this weight from doing by weight. It's the same price you get charged if you went to the post office. Well, yeah, because it's probably a business. They probably, because a friend of mine, that he has his business, he used pirate shipping. He pays a lump fee to do so many. Okay? So maybe, like, I'll use the word, like 100. he pays a monthly fee because I went and helped him package. He pays, so he pays $100 for $100 worth of things being shipped. That's how he saves money. Because he has pirate shipping business. Because I thought, but like he says, he saves because he pays. He actually pays ahead. I forgot how he told me exactly it works. It's like you see all these pre-posted letters you get that don't have a stamp. Yeah, it kind of works like that, is my understanding from him. I could be wrong, but yeah. Because they have business shipping deals. And then if you're not a business, and you have to have a tax number. So, and I'm not getting a tax number because then, I'm not gonna. I don't report what I make as on my sales as an income, and I don't have to because I don't make over $500. Where he's banking almost $4,000 a year. He buys pallets. Yeah, I'm selling the jewelry and shipping it. There's all the ton of it left. So, you should do it. Join the flea market. Is it what kind of jewelry? Homemade jewelry or like paparazzi? Forgot what I was gonna say now. But yeah, he buys like Amazon pallets. He bought a Target pallet not long ago. Yeah. Never gets craft stuff though. So I'm always telling him, well, you know where you call me when you get crafts. He never gets craft stuff. He got some Doug and Melissa or whatever stamps. He sent me a picture and I already had them. It was in the toys. He bought 3 pallets worth of toys, and they were that expensive Doug and whatever Doug brand. He puts up tables, and he had a sale. I think it was like in November, and he had a warehouse sale. And I think he told me he paid $300 a pallet, and he had $10 tables, $5 tables, and people flooded his warehouse sale for those. That's what he does for a living. But you have to have the money to do it. Because he took $3,000 and that's how he started. And now that's his only job. But it's constant. He works 7 days a week to ship shit out. His Amazon pallet was funny though. He does videos. Yep. I will say this. I have been charged from pirate shipping after I sent the package. They charged my Visa card because a different post office says it was wrong posted. Yeah, I hear a lot. Oh, Serena, you know that envelope I got the other day? We were talking about it where I had to pay the difference. I went to the post office. Yep, that was a private postage that didn't charge the right amount. Yep. And yep. Yep, I took it over to my post lady when I went to the Dollar Tree. Swung in and said, can you explain this to me? And yep. Because the figure wasn't. And it all depends on the post office. Like yours don't let it slide. Mine don't let it slide. Some other post offices will. Just like the media. You're not supposed to send paper pads in media mail. Media mail is only for CDs and books and magazines. Because I felt bad that time I did that with Sabrina. She bought paper kit from me. That is, it has to be. It can't. If they open that media mail, you can get nailed. It has to be. It can't be like a journal, like a journal. They don't classify that a book. That's not media. Like a paper packs. Nope. And it all depends on the post office. They open it, they'll send it back, or they'll send it and then you're responsible. So, I just watched a thing on our mail, our U.S. mail, and they are thinking about eliminating these private shipping companies because the post office is actually losing money on these pirate shipping, stamps.com. Yeah, the post office is actually losing money. They started that because post office couldn't handle it, the bulk, but they're losing money. Oh my goddamn. But where I am is mine PayPal shipping actually is it's affiliated directly with UPS. Because where I guess pirate shipping is not a direct affiliation with UPS. If I understood that right. They're a private company. Yeah. Because I messed big time up, and I always get it back. Not too long ago, I did one where I screwed up what I was supposed to pay or the address, and I had to cancel it. But it was taken out by Wisconsin, the postal department right away, and I had to cancel it. And about a week later, I got it back. Where it wasn't PayPal that refunded me, the postal office, because that's how PayPal shipping works. It's right through the postal department. Like I said, I don't save anything on the wait. The priority mail I do. I save, but it's not that big a percentage like everybody thinks. Like a, ooh, I like this blue. I like this blue. That's because I'll say this. They don't have the right rates with pirate shipping. They want to go by their own rates, not the postal office rates. That's what I understood in this thing I watched. There was some government hearing. The post office wants money. I was watching a Senate hearing on it. Yeah, I want. Oh, okay. Senate hearing. Let's talk about it. That's cute. I like that. That's cute. That's funny. They make cute shirts for kids. Coda's got one that says he won't eat tacos. It's really funny. Coda's got one. Oh, what the hell did it say? Oh God, I'll have to ask Diamond to take a picture because I don't remember, but I laughed my butt off when I seen it. I just roared. I just lost it. Oh man, I wish I could remember it, but oh God, it was so funny. See, Coda, everything's got to have a blue on it. These clothes have to have the color blue on it or green. It's a weird little tick, I guess he has. He has to have blue or green on. And it could be just a little spot. It doesn't matter. As long as it has blue or green on it. Diamond's like 90% of Coda's underwear, little boxers. I think it's the little boys' boxers are cute. She buys blue because then she said she knows she's covered. But yep, it's weird. But just like at Allie, her food can't touch. We have spacers for her for plates. I have a set. Diamond bought these little plastic things that can make a spacer on a plate. Diamond bought a set for my house. Yep. All right. Can you see that? Well, you can, I guess. Excuse me. Okay. All right, let's see. We'll go with this blue. Almost gone coloring. Hey, am I getting any packages? You didn't want to get it? Oh, Daddy talked him into it. Let's see. And I'm tracking a couple packages. I tell you this. Oh, no. Arriving on time. Saturday. Man. I can't believe how long it's taken for these packages to get here. Let's see. Processed through faculty. Chicago, Illinois. That on June 7th. This was supposed to be here yesterday. And now I don't know where it is. So, yeah, tomorrow I'll get some packages but I laugh. Let's see. This one, shipped with Pirate Shipping. It was sent out on Monday. Was Monday the 7th? Yeah, Monday. It should be here tomorrow, and it has not even left Las Vegas. It's still in Vegas. Nope. So that's probably going to be late. Let's see. This one is shipped out on the 8th from Spencer, North Carolina. And it's supposed to be here tomorrow, and it's still in North Carolina. And then the other package I have is my waxes that I've been tracking for over a month now. Has now been in Chicago, Illinois, processed through faculty in Chicago, Illinois, and it was supposed to be here yesterday, and now it's in transit. So I have no idea when it's coming because it hasn't updated. You have to get them up because you have school. I don't miss those days getting kids up for school. I'll let you know that one. My son was a booger to get up. Oh, is he a booger? He sleeps so solid. He sleeps like Scott. Except, you know what? I still deal with Scott getting Scott up. That's a nightmare in itself. So I did. So I still wake somebody up. But instead of being 3, it's now only 1. School today. School. We are 3 days in school. Zach has his big test today, so we know he's going to do great. Oh, they go back in August? Wow. I don't know when my grandkids go back. I know they were done the 28th of May. Green Bay kids are still in school, so I don't know what's up with that. But they ain't full day here yet either, so I don't know if they're going back to full days this coming September when they go back to school or what they're doing. So he's off to a long breaks. He told me he was kicking. Yep, I know. He's going to do great. Well, the schools here and where I live, they just opened school for the school year in January, where they were closed shut, and they were only going like 2 to 3 days a week. So I don't know if they're going back to a full schedule, which makes no sense to me. 3 days a week or 2 days a week, and then the rest online. When you have schools all around us here in Green Bay, Diamond's kids have been going all year long. It's just stupid. I thought it was just the stupidest thing. But it was the teachers that wouldn't go back to school. Yep. Parents, it wasn't the school board, it was the teachers who were complaining. So the teachers won. Because they knew they didn't, the teachers actually got it. But the school district, because there's no teachers to teach, they refused to go in the classroom. But I do know that in January they didn't have a choice because a lot of them still did not want to go back in January into school. They wanted to do it at home. But our education this year, they in the state of Wisconsin didn't do those tests like Zach had to do. They didn't do them here. They did them in the high schools, but middle school or grade school, they didn't do them. The standard, whatever. Our governor. And I guarantee all these kids that did this online schooling this year, their probably percentages down. Yeah, you love school. I think that's most kids when they're that age. They love school, but they hate getting up for it. Oh, my grandpa always told me if they had night school, I'd be a straight A student. At 8 o'clock, bullshit. Nope. Actually, I was up at 5:30 because my bus came at 7. I was on the bus for an hour before I even got to school. Yeah, sucked. I was so tired. I'd come home from school and just crash. Because I had to be up so early to get on the bus for 7 o'clock. And ride a bus for an hour. Yep. Oh. Oh. That's crazy. Yep. Here's a funny for you. Yeah, it would have been easier if my grandfather drove me to school because I didn't live that far. But I lived in a township. There was only 4 of us in it, so we got on another township, and they picked us up first, which made no sense. When they had to pass the township that I lived to get to the township where the other kids was, and they came right back through. But nope, they picked us all up first, all 3 of us. We started getting off at the highway and walking home because it was easier than being on the bus for an hour and a half. You know. And then one of the other kids' mom she started picking us up. She's like, you know what? She She offered us a ride, and I didn't know if I could take it, so I didn't take it. And she goes, and then I laughed because she went and talked to my grandfather. My grandfather knew who she was, and she came back and picked me up. It was funny because I was still walking by myself, and she'd pick us up every day on the highway instead of letting us ride the bus for an hour and a half. In the mornings, we'd have to ride it, but in the evenings, nope, she got us off the bus. And then I started babysitting for him. You know what was cool? I never had cable TV, okay, until I was an adult. He had the dentist appointment before he let out for the summer. I was in the morning, so after his appointment, I dropped him off at school. When he came home the day on the bus, he told Dad the bus was faster than his car. That's funny. I never had cable till I moved to Green Bay. So that was 29 years ago, okay? Well, these people I babysit, they had the big ass satellite dish. Remember them? I was happy to babysit for babysit for nothing, just to watch MTV at their house. I was a little stoked. When they gave me the remote, told me the channel, so I'm like, do you have MTV? And the guy went, click, click, click. I sit there, feed the kids, deal with the kids, and watch MTV. And then I'd spend the night and just get on the bus the next day with the kids. So I was a teenager. Their kids were in grade school. Yep, I babysat for them a long time. I made good money. They paid me good money. Tuesday and Thursdays every week. And then occasionally a Friday or Saturday. Yep. And I was just happy. And then I always went to band concerts. You know, like Poison, all them concerts that hit the local Green Bay area. I always had to go. And his brother, the guy I babysat for, was the guy that worked for the local arena and would get all those tickets. So I always got my tickets at a discount. Yeah, and I never had to wait in line to get the tickets. Because I asked him to hang on to my babysitting money because they always paid me every night. I'm like, no, please hang on to it. Keep a tab. And they're like, why? I said, because I'm saving for it. I said, I want to go see blah, blah, blah group. And you're like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. And they bought me my tickets. And then they still gave me my babysitting money. And I'm like, what? How much do I owe you? And they're like, and then that's when he told me his brother, he probably got them for free. I never paid for any of my concert tickets in high school. Oh, yeah. I even worked in this cafeteria in my school to earn money. I didn't care. I made $15 a week to work in the cafeteria. That was good money when I was a kid. My mom did it. I wasn't ashamed. I don't think they do that anymore, but yeah. I didn't care. I made good money. I was babysitting, and then I go bale hay in the summer at a farmer's, milk cows in the summer. Yeah, I made almost $3,000 one year at 15 years old. Bought my first car by working on a farm, baling hay during the summer, milking cows. Yeah, I did all that. Oh. I still can milk a cow. I might have to learn how to do the milking these days because they've really upgraded. Yeah, I was fit then. I'd be out of shape now though, because milking's changed. It's all really electronical now. But in my day, I had to throw that leather strap over the back of the cow and put that milker underneath her. My grandpa would come and help because this farm that I worked for, he took his family every summer to Canada, and he'd hire somebody for that week. And the guy that he hired backed out last minute. And I said, I can do it. And but I'd have been the only one on the farm, and it's not good to be on a farm by yourself. So my grandpa would come. I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go bring in the cows, feed the cows, milk the cows, let the cows out. I didn't have to do anything in between. And my grandpa brought his chair, and the farm was next to a riverbank. So my grandpa would go fishing every day that week. And then I'd milk the cows in the morning, run the manure, ran into the manure trailer, let the cows out, and then I'd go home, and then I'd go to sleep, and then my grandpa would get me back up to be back on the farm at 4 o'clock to do evening milking. 60 heads. I did that by myself for a week. I made $3,000. That was good money when you're 15 years old. And I went to school with a lot of clothes that year. I bought a $400 car. Instead of buying, I paid $400 for a used car. Yeah. I'm really surprised I married a farmer. Excuse me. I am surprised I didn't marry a farmer. I married a biker, though. I married a biker. I dated a farm boy, though. Yeah. But when I was a kid, my parents had a farm. And after the divorce, we didn't have a farm. I never got my horse my dad promised me. I wanted a horse. But I had my accident on the farm, so, with my eye. That's where I lived when the accident happened. A year after my parents bought the farm. My mom said I went from one extreme to the other. Because I just got done. I had a blood disorder when I was. Yep. I babysitted. Oh, cool. BLG. I had a blood disorder when I was a kid. I'd have to go in for shots. And then I had some sort of palmum, I don't know how you say it, disease or something or whatever when I was a child. I don't remember. But I had to be monitored. And then it got to a point where I didn't have to be monitored anymore. I still had to get the shots once a week or once every week. I don't remember. All I remember is the shots. And then I ran through the storm door. And that was 3 years of hell as a child. And then through that, my parents also divorced. I was just getting... Yep, I spent 3 years off and on in a hospital. So my education fell so far behind. I don't think I ever caught up. And I quit school because I struggled so much. It's my biggest regret. I don't regret having my children. I was so young. Or not being married when I had my children. I regret quitting high school. And I was supposed to go get my GED, except COVID happened. I still have to go back and do all that. I haven't did it yet. I'm like, I'm 50 years old. Do I really need it? Be a good accomplishment, but yeah. I should get on it because I probably could schedule it on Diamond's Diamond's when she goes on campus next year. That's how I was supposed to schedule it this year, because I was going to go on the days that Diamond also had schooling, because then she'd pick me up for classes, because I'm going to take the classes. I can't just go in and do the test. I'd fail it automatically. So I did a pre-test, and man, I failed. God, I failed terribly. That math is going to take me a year alone to learn. Yeah, don't ever quit high school, guys. I'll tell anybody. I tell everybody, every kid I see, don't ever quit high school. Don't ever, ever, ever do it. That's my biggest regret. I gave each one of Diamond's friends, I told them if they graduated, I'd give them $100. There's 4 of them that actually collected out of 6. And Joey, he just spent his, Joey's been out of, see, Diamond's been out of school 11 years. Joey was out of school 13 years. And he said he literally just spent his $100 from me. And I'm like, what? I put it in my bank. It's been sitting in the bank. I've added to it. And he says, he goes, I got laid off. Had to use some of my savings. And I remember thinking, I told Amy he says there are $100 in here from Mom Massey. Because she was looking at his deposits through the years. And he's like, he noticed the date. And he goes, yeah, that's from Mom Massey. She gave every one of us kids that came to our house $100 if we finished school. And I was the only one that year. Jordan quit. Will quit. Gilly quit. Tim quit. Yeah. Tim did get his GD through Job Corps, though. All right. But yeah. The kids got it. Both my kids graduated. I was so proud of that. It's my proudest moment. Watching my kids accept their diploma. My son gave me his diploma because he said we both earned it because I got him through school. So he gave me his diploma. It sits out in the living room. His girlfriend Chantel goes, where's your high school diploma? I told him he could have it back. But he said, he's like, I gave it to my mom on my graduation day. Yeah, see, I didn't like the school I went to. Maybe if I had a better school I went to. I went my first day, my freshman year, I got hauled in the office, and the vice principal told me, and this is where the attitude started with the school, told me if I was anything like my brothers, I could leave now. So I left. I was my freshman year, first day of freshman year. That's how I started high school. And I was raised in a typical school. I remember I did get something accomplished, though, I'm very proud of. Because in the gym, it says, Econo Falls athletes say no to drugs. Okay? And I said it, and I started a petition to have that removed for it to read, Econo Falls students say no to drugs. Because 90% of the athletes I knew were partying and smoking weed every weekend. And I started a petition and took it to the school board, and it was removed. And I'm new, and it still reads today. Econo Falls students say no to drugs. Instead of always focusing on the athletes. I remember saying to the school board, why don't you test each one of your football players and see how clean they are? And I started the Students Against Drunk Driving also club. Yeah. So I accomplished something, and I just didn't accomplish my diploma. But yep, I got that. A whole bunch of students and I started that petition because I read it that one day. I'm like, that's bullshit. We're Econo Falls athletes say no to drugs. What about the rest of us? Just because we're not athletes, we don't matter. Yep. So it got removed. The school board had enough parent signatures and community and students. I even had athletes sign it. There we go. All right. I hated where I went to school. If you didn't have I lived in a small community, so if you didn't have the right last name, you didn't matter. And then if you didn't have the right last name and you didn't play sports, you didn't matter. Or play an instrument. And I wasn't into all that. That wasn't my gig. few years ago, I went to the high school reunion with my cousin because my cousin graduated. Me and my cousin would have graduated the same school. Two of my cousins and I would have graduated the same year, same school. So I crashed. I crashed the high school reunion, and I can't get over how their little high and mighties in high school are an everyday average person now. You know. Yep, that's what I'm buying. You got that, Sabrina? How much? Yeah, 3-tier rolling cart. Yep, that's the one I want for my paint at Walmart. Yeah. How much are they at Walmart? I know they're like $29.99 at Michael's. Sabrina's at Walmart. I have 5 clean. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get my money on the 21st one. You two. You want to see? Should I tell you what I made in 6 months? It kills me. I mean, it's still money. In 6 months' time, on YouTube, I made $101.71, guys. So thank you. That's used watching me. So that's 2 carts I want. So $29.94. Oh, so they're about the same as Michael's. Okay. I forgot that the background was blue on this, or I wouldn't did blue outline on her. But you'll see it because I'll outline it anyways. Yeah, I just gotta finish gluing these down. This one's not too special layout. Wow. Come on, stay down. All right. Sabrina's shopping at Walmart. I thought you were getting the neighborhood garage sales, girl. Oh. After school? Okay. After. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay, let's see what saying do I want to add on these ladies. Okay. Okay, my brain has too many tabs open. I will never be well-behaved woman. Ooh, people. Ask my kids. They know everything. Change for no one and believe in who you are. I think that was a good one. Okay. I will never be a well-behaved. Okay, that's the same. My pad fell apart. So let's see. Always behave just necessarily well. Pretending I'm a pleasant person is exhausted. Oh, really? You don't know what that sounds like. Not my problem. I have acquired taste. If you don't like me, acquire some taste. I don't do like mornings people or morning people. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I want you to know that someone out there cares. Not me, but someone does. Stable is where places where horses live. Everyone was thinking I just said it. Please come again when you can't stay long. Be you, the world will adjust. All right, I'm going to go this one. Change for no one and believe in who you are. Where's my scissors? Okay, so I'm just going to cut that out. These over here. I'm going to color this. What color? Where's that blue I liked? I think it was this blue. Yeah. What am I going to do after this, guys? I'm going to get off here is what I'm going to do. Get something done. I don't have much to do. I do have laundry, but it's too warm to do laundry. It'll heat up my house, so I'll do it this evening when it cools down. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do those bead poker things. Beady poker thingies. This is just a layout. I do have something I can't wait to work on. That's when my hobby needs. My brain has too many tabs. That's when my hobby needs. My brain has too many tabs. I'll send you it. Is this. Can't wait to do this one. And see, I got some already colored. So I got this one's colored. This one's colored. These got color on. This got color on. Colored, color. And then color. Then it's the one I want to work on. And man, back here, I got plans. I can't wait because I don't think there's any color on these. No, good. I got a plan for these with my new stencil. I'll have to send. If I didn't seal your package, I'd have stuck that in there. Ugh. Is he a computer man? Well, hi, Deborah. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Good morning. Okay. And we're going to stick this right in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to get my black. I'm just going to go around the outside at first. Oh, oh, no major. Don't worry about it. Oh, come on, stay down with that glue. Yeah. Ooh. Do, 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 Okay. All right. All right. Now the fun part. Doodling here. Let's go over here and doodle all that. What's that right there? Okay. Right here. It's just me. You don't have to do this, but I kind of like adding something here and there of my own. I just think it's cool. Let's see. There. Then I'll come in with. Hey, Martha. Good morning. Yeah, this. Oh, there's any left in this or not? A little bit. Okay. Uh, all right. Sabrina's at Walmart, so Granny, she's not answering. She probably didn't realize you asked a question. Zach is at school at the moment, taking a summer school. He had to take some sort of test today, so we're praying that he does good job. He will. He'll do awesome. That's what Zach's doing today. All right, what do I want to do to her? I'm going to leave her up, and I'm just going to go, we'll do the same design here, just on her body. Just added little touches. Actually, I'm going to go side with white. I think it's cool. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Um, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I still think she needs something around her. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to trace her in white. You don't just have to do black. I think she'd stand out better in white. So we're just going to go around her in the white. now one down the middle. I think I'm done. I think these need to be darker a little. Okay. Hi, Susan. Alrighty. There. All done. Woohoo! Now I'm done. I think it needs anything else. But there she is. And what I'm going to do My black one is, I'm just, whoops, doing like little, I want to check. I'm not going to get into it, but I want to test something. I was curious to see if my gel pens, oh no, they don't show up. That sucks. All right, got my answer. I don't like her black one journal personally, but see, I don't remember what I used on these. Oh, her paints. But I got it in that grab box, so I'll use it. Okay. Not too many in this one, and I'll be purchasing another one of her big journals. I started in March 2021. Cool. So I'm done for today. Maybe, who knows? You never know, I might be back. But I want to thank each and every one of you that hung around and watched me in my delusion journal today. I hope you all are having a wonderful Friday. And I will talk to everybody later. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe to one another, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody, and have a good day. Have a great day, Susan, Sabrina, Stephanie, Candy, Deborah, Martha. Who else was in here? Yeah, I think I got everybody. But who I did not mention, you are not forgetting. You're not forgotten. So everybody have a good day. Bye.